Hi guys, I'm Rhonda Kelly coming to you live from Sydney. I just did a little post saying I'd be live in a couple of hours, and that's now. I hope everyone is well. I realise I'm a bit irregular when I do my lives on the first week of the month. Just being busy, I need to sort of sit down and work out what I'm going to do next year, sort of moving forward with my lives and what is the best time actually. Okay, so yeah, I'm in Sydney for the Oddities and Curiosities Expo. You'll be happy to hear that I had an awesome flight this morning. It was just easy, no dramas like last weekend. In case you didn't watch my live, my flight to Brisbane was it was cancelled. It was actually significantly delayed, and it turned out that I would have arrived Saturday sort of in the middle of the day or later in the day, and then it wasn't feasible for me to come up for Sunday. So I ended up cancelling everything just because it just wasn't feasible. So Jetstar issued an urgent software update for the Airbus fleet, which is most of the fleet. So most flights were cancelled. So that was last weekend, and it's really funny, in the morning I think I had 4 Uber drivers cancel the ride on Saturday morning last week, and then all of that happened at Jetstar, and it was actually pretty scary having so many people at the airport all pushing and all panicking. I thought, well, screw this, so I actually left, and I thought it's going to be like that at the Brisbane end as well. So didn't go to Brisbane last weekend, but yeah, so it's interesting. I struggled getting an Uber to get to the airport Saturday morning last week, and then found out that where I was going to stay in an Airbnb in West End. Just near there was actually a construction wall that collapsed. So I'm really lucky I wasn't walking there, which is interesting, and just when I found that out, I just had the goosebumps and thought, wow, I really wasn't meant to go to Brisbane that weekend. But anyway, I'm in Sydney this weekend, so I'm really excited to announce that I'm going to be at Oddities and Curiosities Expo with 2 amazing ladies. I'm doing readings myself, 20-minute readings or 40-minute readings, and 2 other ladies are doing readings, sharing with me. That's Tinkerbell and Aileen. So both amazing readers. I'm pretty selective about who I work with and who I have doing readings near me, because I obviously need to get along with them, and I need to have confidence that they're amazing readers. So Tinker and Aileen, like myself, are psychics and mediums. So the psychic is connecting to you, and mediumship is obviously connecting to spirit. So that's what we do, and I also communicate with animals. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to be at the Dome at Sydney Olympic Park from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. tomorrow, Saturday. And then the expo runs from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday. I'm actually going to only be there for a couple of hours Sunday morning, and I've already got a few pre-bookings, so I think I've only got about 2 spaces available Sunday morning. And then I'm hosting an afternoon with Spirit with Florence King and Ben Graham. So both, again, amazing mediums. That's at the Magpie Sports Club in Croydon Park, I think is the suburb. But if you just Google Magpie Sports Club, it's about 20 minutes away from Olympic Park. That's where we're going to be. The afternoon with Spirit is from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So thank you to everyone who's shared and purchased tickets. I'm really looking forward to seeing you, really looking forward to doing platforms. So what we're doing is we're doing an hour each. So Florence is doing an hour, I'm doing an hour, Ben's doing an hour. And that's connections to spirit and audience readings. And, if you have any spiritual related questions, you can bring them as well. I'm happy to sort of have an interactive thing as well with the audience. So that's what I'm doing, an afternoon with Spirit. And I believe, just off the top of my head, I haven't got the list in front of me, I believe we've got 12 or 14 tickets left, so I've almost sold out, so that's awesome. So if you've already purchased a ticket and you want to bring someone else, because some people have brought, one lady's brought I think 5 tickets, some people have brought sort of 2 or 3 tickets. If you've brought a ticket and you want to bring someone, just buy another ticket in the same way. If you're not technologically confident, chances are you're not watching this live anyway. But you can then you can contact me, you can phone me and do, hi Navita, how you going? You can contact me and order over the phone, or you can pay on a day. We are limited by seating though. We've got a maximum of 40 people in the audience, and that's because of the room I've hired the venue. So I am limited by seats. But yeah, that's an option. But preferably if you could just text me and let me know. Hi Nikki, how you going? Preferably to text me and let me know that that's what you're planning on doing, and at least I can jot your name and number. Yeah, that's what we're doing, and we're going to be starting at 1 o'clock. So I'm sending out further instructions to people of what time to get there. So that's Sunday. Yeah, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at Oddities and Curiosities Expo, and Sunday afternoon with Afternoon with Spirit. And I'm going back to Melbourne Sunday night. So I'll have time to catch up with people and have dinner and all the rest of it. It's quite funny the way things work out. I was meant to do a pet sit this weekend, a cute little dog, and then that they pulled out from that because their adult son was going to be home, so he'll look after the dog. And then I booked a last minute room, and it was really cheap and it's absolutely beautiful. So I kind of have a bit of luxury to myself and not have the obligation of looking after a little dog. Hi, Nikki. Yeah, busy. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing this weekend. I will be opening up to readings as well if anyone has any questions. I know there's only a couple of you, but that's okay. So yeah, that's this weekend. Then I've got my birthday in a week and a bit, and then a couple of Christmas parties. I was meant to go to a Christmas party tonight actually, and it would have been awesome because it was a ghost tour, but that's just too bad. That's probably the one Christmas party I thought, oh well, that'll be good, because the rest are sort of at pubs and things like that. So yeah, doing just sort of that. Beautiful, Nikki. Just if you want to ask a question, or just let me know if you want a general one, Nikki. Yeah, so that's what I've got. I've then got, I have had to postpone my, I've got a psychic cruise on the Gold Coast. I was having that for New Year's Eve. I have to postpone that for a couple of weeks. So I've actually turned off the booking link for that. So I've had a few bookings for that, and I've had someone contact me say they can't book, but I just need to confirm the new date, and then I'll post about that. So coming up, I've got from the 1st to the 4th of January in Byron Bay, I've got the Starlight Festival. So that's a beautiful festival. I do presentations, I do readings, of course, offering 20 or 40-minute readings. So that's what I've got for 4 days, Thursday to Sunday in Byron Bay in the new year, basically. Then I've actually got I'm doing a couple of shows in Brisbane mid-January. I will be providing more information about that, but for anyone in Brisbane, I'll let you know about that. It's basically just I'm confirming details with a couple other people. So once I do that, I'll let people know. Then I've got February as sort of is my time to restock and tidy together things I'm working on in the background. And then March I have the Sydney Mind Body Spirit Festival and the Brisbane Mind Body Spirit Festival. I'm not actually going, there was another one in Queensland I was going to do as well, but I'm not actually doing that, just because I'm going to Queensland in January as well. All right, beautiful. So let's look at some readings. And by the way, it's about, when I last checked, it was 38 degrees here, so my hair's a bit frizzy, and I think I'm going to go for a swim, so I'm not going to, I haven't done anything with it, that's why it's frizzy. All right. So Nikki is generating relationship, moving, work. Okay, I'm really drawn to the moving and work. Actually, I'm feeling relationship. I'm not feeling any shift or anything like that at the moment. Moving and work. There's a synchronicity with both of those, Nikki. And for some reason I want to like tap my hand. I'm feeling anxious and I'm feeling like I just want it done already kind of thing. I don't know why, but I feel like you feel that you need more information, or you're waiting. It's contingent on something. You're waiting on something. I want to say, Nikki, you've got all the information and you're enough in yourself with deciding around moving and work. I do feel like you'll move, and I also feel like the move is not independent of work, but it's not as dependent on work as what you think, Nikki. So I feel like getting your head around, like make a decision around moving first, and then the work will come, is what I'm getting. All right, thank you so much for that, Nikki. Navita, hi. A general reading. Oh, you really don't know what's going on around family, Navita, but I'm feeling a lot of family pressure. I'm just feeling like, what about me? I feel like telling everyone to shut up, or just leave you alone, or just let you do what you need to do, like allow you to take a step in front of the other, Navita. That's what it feels like. I'm not feeling anything bad or toxic or anything like that, Navita. I'm not. But I do feel like you're not, and I'm really drawn to your. I'm feeling unsettled in my root and my sacral chakras. So sort of like I feel like you're not anchored in yourself at the moment because there's so much going on in family and people around you. So I just feel like, and even as I'm saying that, I feel like my voice is, actually I'm going to have a bit of a drink. It's coffee, it's not water, but I just felt like I wanted to have a drink to clear that energy. So that's what I'm getting, just, and it's not as simple as just, taking time for you, but allowing yourself to have a bit of quietness every day is what I'm getting. Thank you, Navina. Hey, Amanda, how you going? Thanks, Nikki. All right, so we've got Samantha Madigan. I think I've skipped one. That's okay, I'll come back to you, Steph. All right, Samantha, do you see a love relationship for you in the next 3 months? I do, actually. Yes, I'm getting a yes for that. I'm just getting with that. I'm not using tarot or cards or anything like that, but I'm seeing with that the Two of Pentacles. And I'm feeling, Pentacles are around money, but it's also sort of a physical thing, like something you can get your hand on. But it's sort of it's like a Joker person with that little infinity thing, but sort of like juggling them, if that makes sense. If you look at the card, you'll see. You just Google Two of Pentacles. So it feels like a bit of a balance actually around the love relationship. It's almost like it's going to be a bit intense or something, and you say to yourself, dude, I really want this. So it's not even that, are you ready, Samantha? I just feel like really almost be like go into your intuitive self of what you want in a relationship, but then also look at that objectively, analytically, look at the list you've written when you've channeled, and it's almost like you're going to tweak that a bit. Otherwise it's going to be too intense, is what I'm getting. Thank you, Samantha. Alrighty, let me have a look. It's an absolutely gorgeous room I've got. It's so nice. I've got my bag on the bed, but yeah, it's just a beautiful room. All right. So who did I just read you, Samantha, didn't I? Okay, so Stephanie. Yeah, so it's just a pool here. I'm a little far from the beach. When we lived in Sydney for over 10 years, and we lived at Liverpool because I worked at the hospital. And it was the most well-paid job I ever had, but it was also the shittest job I ever had. And it was funny, I was just talking to a friend who's experienced a similar workplace thing. But for me, like the people screaming in the elevator, staff screaming at each other, like it was just the most ridiculous workplace. And it was so funny. Not funny, but I was cooking one night at home, and I reached up because obviously I'm short. I reached up for something and I must have twisted, and I just had this tremendous amount of pain, like go almost like a jolt through my body, and it sort of went through my chest. I thought, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack. And I wasn't, because I sat down and then it clicked back and it was fine. But my first thought was, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack, but I don't want to go to work. I'd rather just die than go to that hospital. And that made me think, wow, I actually shouldn't be working there. Yeah, so we lived at Liverpool, and then we lived in Parramatta, and then we lived in Northern Beaches. So if I was in Northern Beaches, I'd definitely be swimming. My choice is DY Beach or Manly Beach, but I've just got a pool here. All right, thanks, Stephanie. Alrighty, so let me tune into you. You're a bit all over the place, Stephanie. Your energy, tuning into your energy, I just feel like I'm a kid with ADHD. I just want to do something, and then my energy, my focus shifts. I want to do something else. And I do feel like it's the way you think. You think quickly. You know, and that's completely fine, but you've got to be centered in yourself. I'm feeling a bit of... with you, Stephanie, I want to say watch your money, as in not lending money or not having money. If you're counting money, put it away before you go to the bathroom or something like that. I just feel like make sure you know where your money is what I'm getting. And I feel like, Stephanie, for you, I'm projecting to February and April. I want to say February and April you need to be quite diligent about where your money is and the outgoings of your money, or who has access to your money, is what I'm getting, Stephanie. Sorry, not a fantastic reading. You probably don't want to hear that, but, you know, forearmed is forewarned. Warned. Oh my God, I can't speak. So, interesting. And also with you, Stephanie, I don't know why, but I'm just getting, like, pins and needles up, sort of particularly the middle three fingers. I don't know what that is. Thank you, Stephanie. Alrighty, thanks, Nikki. And please let me know, validate, or give me feedback. That's always awesome. Just gonna have another drink. Hey, Deb, how you going? All right. I'm just trying to scroll up. I purposely decided not to bring my laptop because I didn't want to do work, and it's heavy, or would have made my bag too heavy. But then I thought, well, you know what? It's probably a good time just to do my live, because I wanted to do it this week. So yeah, I'm looking at my phone rather than my laptop. Okay. Hi, Leanne, how you going? Anything for you? I want to say enjoy the yummy foods. I don't know whether you're having lots of celebrations and family and things like that. I'm just tasting all different foods, and I'm seeing like a table full of food where everyone's brought something. I'm hearing the song Okay, this is ridiculous, Leanne. I'm hearing this song, Go West, and then I'm seeing you dressed up as a cowboy, like a cowboy hat and the spur, like boots with spurs on your feet. Oh my God. I'm hearing the song Go West, but then I'm seeing a stop sign, so don't go west. So I don't know what you're planning to do that's west of what you normally do, but I want to say don't go west, Leanne. Because I don't feel anything bad, but what I'm getting is that basically you'd be bored shitless, like you're going to go do something or catch up with someone or whatever, and it's the most boring, like you end up playing nurse because everyone's talking about the health issues or something. It's like, well, let me talk about mine, then you'll have something to think about, kind of thing, which you wouldn't because you're classier than that. But and I know you joke and you're jovial and all that, but you've also got tact and wisdom of when not to speak. But if it's almost like someone's going to trigger you, or you're just bored and pissed off. So I want to say don't go west with whoever the new thing is. I'm also getting, for some reason, don't go to Adelaide. I don't know what you're planning in Adelaide. I just feel like it's going to be a waste of your time, or the people are going to disappoint you. But yeah, I'm more drawn to family, Leanne, and friends and catching up and doing that. Like, just stick with what you know and enjoy the food and company with people you know. That's what I'm getting. Thanks, Leanne. Okay. Amanda G, I'd love to know if I'm going to find a place to live soon. Oh, that's really stressful, Amanda. Sorry to hear you going through that. And it's funny, I saw your profile at the top, and I thought you were a mate who, he's just moved. So, isn't that funny how Spirit Work shows me, again, a little phone screen, but shows me something with the parallels. I'm getting yes, but December feels like you're walking in quicksand. I feel better about January, actually. Okay, I just got shown the week, like the few days before Christmas, and you've got to be sort of like quick talking or stress the urgency to make sure you get the keys before Christmas rather than after the year. Because I don't feel that they need, it's like the place will be vacant if you don't have the keys, so you might as well have the keys. And just like going every day or stress how urgent it is. So I feel like you'll find something just before Christmas, but just stress the importance that you need that. And then you need to get the key before you move in, is what I'm getting. Thank you, Amanda. And I feel like you've got good, Amanda, what you're doing, some like where your reach, and I'm just saying like an octopus tentacles, like what you're reaching and what you're feeling is good. You've been trusting instincts with that. Thank you, Amanda. Annie Haddon, hey Rhonda, no man yet. Any thoughts? As you said, November. Did I say November? Wow. Okay. Are you sure there was? Okay. I'm not using my pendulum or anything, but I just asked if there was anyone that it was around your energy in November, and I just felt like you were put off by his smell, because I just smelt like a not mothballs. What's that smell where you've sort of like almost like a smell of someone who hasn't been, like, has been home and not been outside for long, or just like picked up clothes that were sitting on the floor and haven't been washed, almost like the unkept smell is what I got. So that's what I'm being told of someone that has come into your energy in November. But let's clear that and ask for someone that smells better, or someone I'm seeing a man who's stretching outside. You know those outside gyms where you've got you see them a lot in Queensland actually, and then sort of Sydney and some in Victoria. But you see the outside gyms where people are sort of doing cross trainer or something like that. But I'm seeing a man sort of near there stretching, like holding an ankle, stretching the hamstrings. That's what I'm seeing. But I wish you all the best, Annie. Thank you. Alrighty. Okay, I'm just trying to read. Musty smell. Yeah, that's it. Going to Tamworth. Oh, beautiful, Leanne. Yeah, let me know. So you're going to Tamworth. I've done readings in Tamworth. I haven't actually been for a while because it's now a sort of like a 20-hour drive to get there. But yeah, it was beautiful actually doing that. Hi, Judy. How you going? Thank you, Amanda. All right. Looks like I'm busier than I thought because I don't usually give much notice. So I'm just going to finish some coffee. Okay. So I'm just going to go scroll down. So for those of you who don't know, I'm in Sydney for the Oddities and Curiosities Expo at the Dome at Sydney Olympic Park. 10 to 6 Saturday, 10 to 4 Sunday. I'm only there on Sunday from 10 to 12. And then I'm hosting an afternoon with Spirit at Magpie Sports Centre in, is it Clifford Park? I've just forgotten a suburb name, but yeah, that's where I'm going to be. There's a link on, you can look on my socials for the link. It's the try booking link /DAEDF if you like tickets. We've got about a dozen tickets that are left. Okay, so true, Stephanie, thank you. I'm not sure what was true or what I said that was true. Okay, so Sue. Well, this is the busiest I've been in my lives for a while because I've done them so regularly. I mean, I used to have, God, heaps of people asking questions. I used to do lives on StreamYard until they suddenly doubled the price and I stopped using them. So I'm just doing the Facebook Live. Okay, so no man yet said. Oh, thank you, Sarah Payne. Rhonda, just want to say I had a reading with you a couple of months ago. You've been spot on with what you said to me. Thank you so much. A lot of people ask me to recap what I said, and I can't because I channel. I don't know what I say. I don't, very different from my scientific and legal careers where you have to document everything and all that. It's not in an analytical space. It's more in the intuitive space. Okay. Debbie, I'm just seeing whether you had anything for you. Thank you for your message as well, Debbie. I really appreciate it. What's going on with your sleep, Debbie? You need to improve your sleep hygiene, I feel. There's something like I just feel at the moment your body's working harder because you're sleepy. And when you're in bed, it's kind of like I feel like when you're asleep, you're sleeping well, but you're not. Either you're having a disruption in your sleep or you're not allowing yourself enough time in bed to sleep. I just feel getting your sleep sorted is what I'm getting. And as I'm tuning into that, I'm getting sore lower legs and feet and hips. I feel like when you're tired, when your body's saying, hey, what about me, I'm tired, you get just aches and pains there, and it's you're able to do that. And Debbie, I feel like you need a massage, like just to sort of, because you're always thinking and planning ahead of what you're doing and where you need to be and what stock you need and what Like there's, and I don't know whether you're getting things from different places, but you can't pour your cup if your teapot's empty. Like if you're, like you've got to just have a bit of a balance, I feel. And I know it's sort of the end of the year and people are winding down, but it's kind of like when you're winding down or you're quiet, you use that time to plan future things or something. Just try to have a few days where you're not planning anything or doing that. And I can relate. It's easier said than done. Like I thought I'll have a night off and now I'm doing a live. But I feel like that's really important, particularly because you're not sleeping well, Debbie. Thank you. And obviously, if I pick up on a legal, medical, financial thing, I'm not giving expert advice. You've got to go to a doctor, go to a lawyer, go to a financial advisor, accountant, that sort of thing. For anyone in Byron Bay, I'm going to be there on the 1st to the 4th of January, doing readings and doing presentations. And anyone in Brisbane, I'm going to be doing a show, oh my god, I can't, actually the date's not confirmed, I've got a choice of two, but it's going to be sort of around the second weekend in January. I'm going to do a show. It's a different type of show, so, but yeah, I'll explain more as I do that, as I sort of close to the date. Okay. Hey Joshua, how you going? Joshua, I feel like things are good for you. It feels like things have improved, and it feels like you're just a bit lighter, you're just a bit happier. Yeah, that's which is amazing. So that's awesome. Sending you hugs, Joshua. Okay. All right, let me know where you're watching from, guys, as well, because I'm a bit of a sticky beak. And if you're in Sydney, come to my show on Sunday. You get to see me platform, and you get to see Florence and Ben, both phenomenal mediums. They've both got more platform experience than me. Florence has got far more. She was actually my teacher when I first moved to Sydney. And Ben and I did our very first platform together at Appen. And he's been doing a lot more since then. And I've decided to do more this year, which I have, which is amazing. Mind, Body, Spirit, and other festivals. And if there's anywhere you want me, if you will let me know where you live. But if you want me to visit, or there's any psychic or spiritual fairs that you want me to go to or host or something near you, let me know. Or if there's any, I will be doing some more, I'll be resuming teaching next year as well, online and in person. More to follow with that, but as you know, I teach psychic development and mediumship as well. Oh wow, okay, beautiful. Joshua, Love Life, I'm getting February for that. Yeah, and it feels like a nice friendship, so someone that's just easy to talk to and hang out with, is what I'm getting. Alright, thanks Debbie. So you're sorting out the sleep thing, spot on with the hip aches down, oh my god, down, oh you keep jumping on me Debbie. those hip aches, downtime, what's that? It feels like, what it feels like is when you're, what I'm getting is that when you're tired and when you're sleepy and your body's tired and not restored, you're getting a bit of inflammation. So that's one thing. But what I'm also feeling is when you're in work, it's almost like you're the kid. If I want to describe what's happening to you, Debbie, I'm going to, imagine you're a kid in a school classroom, as in, teacher says sit down, and you don't want to sit down because you know if you sit down you fall asleep, so you don't stop, so you're immediately going and doing everything, planning work and all that. So it's so kind of like your body's like twitches as a way of saying, shit, I want to sleep, I'm tired now, can you stop doing what you're doing? But I also feel like it's when adrenaline hormones kick in because you're so tired, you're sort of like, it's like a jolt, so you're getting a bit of restlessness there. So I feel like there aches, but it's not sort of pain as such, it's more like a feedback system for you to say, Debbie, go to sleep. Thank you. You follow Florence, beautiful. Oh, thank you, Marianne. Yeah, I have been taught well by Florence. It's funny, I was psychic before I met Florence, but she really helped me bring out my confidence to do this. And, you know, my mediumship, for example, it's just developing all the time. It changed when my mum died. I have my oldest brother is, I believe is in palliative care. And I also believe that he's instructed family not to tell me that. But I'm communicating with mediumship with him because he's not, and whenever he's around I just get head pain. I know he's confused in that, but, you know, but it gives me peace of mind that he's started healing already. So that's an example of mediumship, a connection I have before someone's died. Whereas sort of 10, even 20 years ago, or 20, even 10 years ago, I would have thought, well, that's bullshit, that can't happen. But now it's kind of like the more readings I do, I think, oh, that can actually happen, that's feasible. But yeah, it's interesting. But my clairvoyance changes, my clairaudience changes. So regardless of what you do, whether you do readings just, you know, that you do, or you do readings because you want to work professionally, you've got to allow your abilities to change. You've got to just trust that. Okay, thank you, Marianne. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, I'm really, really lucky actually. And I've written about. I've still got to figure out how I'm going to publish my book or what I'm going to do. So if anyone's got any ideas, please let me know. But I've written about some childhood trauma and my connection to spirit, and you know, around home it was always noisy and chaotic and didn't know who was going to be there, what was going on, and my connection to spirit always felt just quiet and safe and calm. And even just in this room, I mean, I love my husband and I wish he was here, but he's working in Melbourne, so he's interstate this weekend, and I'm only here for 2 nights. But like, it's just so quiet, and you know, he's not noisy, but it's so quiet. But it always reminds me back to that childhood thing of, when I connect to spirit or just am on my own, I like that. And I don't feel like I'm an introverted person, but I like it. Oh, thank you, Hart. Thank you so much. Good to see you too. Yeah, just doing a little live. All right, I am scrolling and seeing who I've read or not read. If I've not read you, you can post your question again. Wow, I'm getting lots of emails, I think. Maybe that's confirming some of the dates I was telling you about. But that's okay, I'll post about it. You know, I love my posting. I haven't posted on Instagram for a while because it's just really weird when I go to post and look through my photos. My gallery is blank, so I don't know why I'm not communicating with Instagram. But yeah, I'll figure that out. Okay, Sarah Payne. Hi, Rhonda, hope you're well. Yes, I'm well, thank you. Can you see anything for me in the next couple of months, please, and thank you, Sarah. Okay, I don't know what I'm seeing, Sarah, but I just saw you just walking and then suddenly flying. And you know when birds do those formations that just preserve energy and wind resistance and all the rest of it, they fly in certain formations. It's like you are flying, you're happy with that, but now you're flying on your own. It's kind of like you not even do your own thing, but I want to say something about your work or business where money's coming in. There's you're upgrading, but it's not what you're doing is not expected, or what you feel you want to do is not expected. So it might be that you're getting a promotion, you're getting higher duties or something like that. But I want to say within that scope, you've got the ability to do things your own way. So that's what I'm saying by you flying your own way. Although things are done a certain way and that's safe, that's the safety in numbers, you feel that something else is right. And I feel like that'll be fine. Thank you, Sarah. Okay. Alright, I think I've done those ones. So yeah, let me know your feedback. Oh, Fleur, hi. I saw you in Melbourne at the Mind Body Spirit Festival. My partner Kim said, you said in the past, oh God, my screen keeps. My partner Kim said in a past life she was a slave and jumped off a cliff. As a he had no better option. Just want to let you know that she has been told the same through a ring she had years ago. Wow. She's working on her fear of flying so that she can come visit me. Thank you. Wow, Fleur. Wow, and isn't that interesting, that reading I just did, and I literally got shown, my guide showed me that as flying. That's really interesting how spirit works. And it's really interesting how spirit works in terms of readings in a platform. So if you come on Sunday, you'll see that. How, you know, because when I do a reading for someone, I'm literally pulled in that direction. You know, but it aligns people or aligns similar things. I'll read, like there's usually like there's no coincidence in the order that people are read, although I don't know what I'm going to say or what I'm going to experience, what I'm going to connect to. It's just really interesting. But that was just an example of that, doing a reading with that, seeing the flying, and then Fleur's comment about the flying or the jumping off a cliff. But that's really interesting. I don't even remember saying that, Fleur. Like that sounds pretty meaty, pretty something I would think that I'd remember, but it makes me wonder what else I get in readings and I don't remember. As I said, I channel and I give that out. But also Florence King is amazing at that, in that I occasionally ask her to do a reading. Like I just, you know, put it out there, is there anything for me? And without fail, either the reading before or after or near my reading will also be relevant to me. So it's really interesting in how spirit works. And she's not following a list, she's just picking ones that she's drawn to next. But yeah, it is fascinating. Okay, so just scrolling down. Alright, I think I've done everyone. Oh, Wollongong, Sarah, thank you. So I was at a house of 11, 6 moved out as they brought her home, so 3 moved in. Do you ever see my house being quiet soon? Not right now, Sue. I feel like it will take a little bit longer. With the 3 that have moved in, Sue, I'm getting 2 and 1. So I don't know whether 2 are going to stay, 1's going to move out, or 2 are going to move out and one's going to stay. But I feel like having either the one or two it's going to be quieter, but it's like that one will be as noisy as the two of them kind of thing. So that's what I get. But also have your, say, okay, between this hours of this one and this one is quiet kind of thing. And make it not funny, but just say, well, I said, like if it's quiet, I'll make you chocolate cake or something like that. There's something just almost like bribe them with food, is what I'm getting. Okay. When's the Tamworth Country Music Festival this year, Leanne? It's normally January, isn't it? Because I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering if that lines up when I'm going to Brisbane, because I haven't actually booked that flight or anything. Maybe I go Melbourne to Brisbane via Tamworth. Or maybe not. Maybe I should just not overplan things. Alrighty, so I can't even see the time. I'm just gonna do a couple more. I think there was a Bianca. Anything? Hi, Rhonda. Anything coming through for me? Love, life, work, general health. Something. I just felt a little bit sick tuning into your energy. So I don't know whether there's a bit of a food sensitivity with you, Bianca. Yeah, that was quite overwhelming. That's all I got with you, actually. Anything coming through with you? Love, life, work, general health. With love life, I want to say take notice of what's right in front of you. And then I just got shown the year clicking over to 2026, but it's like just keep your eyes open. And if things are not flowing, I don't feel it's you, but who around you, Bianca, is getting stuck in elevators or is fearful of using an elevator because they shouldn't use it. That's a bit of a ridiculous thing to be shown, but there's something about someone going to meet you and getting stuck in an elevator, or having second thoughts about using the elevator because they go in and feel yuck, and they'll be fine, but they'll be really dehydrated if they're stuck in the elevator, is what I'm getting. But sort of take notice of how things flow. Like if something doesn't flow and you've got to stay somewhere for 2 hours, then see who's in front of you. If there's someone you are attracted to, just strike up a conversation, is what I'm getting. Thanks, Bianca. Alrighty. Okay, Fleur. Also, you said spirit guide was a he. I thought you was guided by Nana, and he wasn't. Oh, God. It wasn't until afterwards you remembered you said he. I always felt my maternal grandmother around me, even though he passed away a month before I was born. My son is an image of him, apparently. Yeah. I don't feel your son is him reincarnated. It feels like it's just genetics. But your grandfather is amused by your son. Like he sort of lives his life a bit, what's the word? A bit more sort of vicariously through the son. Like you would sort of speak his mind or say things likes the way your son communicates, is what he's saying. One is adding he doesn't know quite. Oh, around your kids, thanks, Sue. January 16th to 25th. Oh, it's possible. Yeah, I'll give it some thought. But if you guys want to catch up for dinner or something, if I do go, there's a really nice Chinese restaurant. I think it's called Phoenix or something. They have Chinese cookie fortunes. It's really funny. I always get good fortunes, and the people on the table get shocking fortunes, or get a fortune saying something like, "You are more intelligent than you look," or "more intelligent than you think." It's really funny. It's the massive one that's got the massive car park, whatever that is. Hi, Amy. How you going? Thank you, Bianca. Amy, you're not reading cards? I feel like it's good for you to change jobs, but I feel like there's no need to rush that, is what I'm getting. Okay, I think I skipped some, but I can't actually see them now. No, it's jumping around. Yeah, Amy, I've just done it. Lisa Lewis, message I'm getting for you is patience. Just let people speak before you speak. There's something about you speaking, and then you limit what you're receiving because you speak first, is what I'm getting, Lisa. Alrighty, well, I might call it a day. So thank you so much for watching. So as I said, Sydney this weekend, Oddities and Curiosities Expo. I am there 10 till 6 Saturday, 10 to 12 Sunday, doing readings at the Dome at Sydney Olympic Park. There is an entry fee for Oddities and Curiosities. It's cheaper if you buy online, odditiesandcuriositiesexpo.com.au. And then Sunday afternoon, I'm at the Magpie Sports Club doing an evening with Spirit. So the booking link for that is trybooking.com/DAEDF. That's the booking link to book. If you would like to book a reading with me at Oddities, my booking link is calendly.com /psychic Rhonda Kelly. And you'll see 20-minute or 40-minute options for Sydney Oddities and Curiosities Expo. So that's what I'm doing this weekend. And then, yeah, having a bit of a break for my birthday, our birthdays and Christmas. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye. Now I can't close. Okay, maybe you're stuck with me. All right, I'll try.